Welcome, buongiorno, benvenuti. This is Giuseppe here again with the ItalianCookingClass.com. Thank you for joining. Today we have a very simple recipe which is called Gamberi all'Aglio or garlic prawns. And there's so many different ways to make garlic prawns, but I particularly like this one. I was taught by a Napoletano this recipe, and a compadre of ours, my sister's godfather, had to try these in my restaurant, the first time, and he was so blown out by the fact that it reminded him of when he was in Capri. He said it's exactly the same when he was like that. But that's besides the fact of how beautiful, simple and wonderful these recipes are. And the greatest things in life, folks, are always simple and really tenderly sweet. The ingredients that we have: tomato. You can use fresh tomato if you like, or you can use tin tomato, which is beautiful. Pelate is what we call them, Italian pearl tomatoes. Obviously prawns deveined, ready to go. You can buy them that way. Garlic, some white wine, salt and parsley. And we have some beautiful, beautiful extra virgin olive oil. This is the Little General. If you're in Australia, you can purchase this from Sydney. It's actually Sydney and outer suburbs, and down in the south coast, Illawarra, they have this as well. That comes from Griffith, and it's made by a family, and it's great. It's won a lot of accolades in Europe and also in Australia now. It's wonderful, it's tasty, it's very seasonal, and it's really, really good product. Now I'm going to prepare the ingredients and then we'll put it all together. Okay, now I'm just crushing the garlic under the knife blade just to get the skin off it, and I'm going to dice it. So the skin just comes off beautifully, just nicely. As you can see, the dice is quite fine because we want a nice fine diced garlic. This way you don't get any crunch under the teeth of the garlic pieces, and it cooks nicely. I'm chopping parsley very finely, and then when we use parsley, generally don't use the stalks, only use the leaves because it's always a little bit smoother as texture, and always having sharp knives really helps the whole adventure, because having the right tools is so much part of creating anything you like in your life. So the equipment is number one. Heating the pan up nice and hot. I'm just going to add the olive oil to it. 3 tablespoons, beautiful. Add the garlic, just so we can fuse the oil. Okay, you can see it's made some beautiful aromas coming up. Now we'll add the prawns in there. Won't overcook the prawns. That's why we threw the garlic in, otherwise the garlic won't cook as nicely if we put the prawns in together with the garlic and salt, because it is the important part as always. The wine, just a good gravy, and the tomato. Very simply, because it is so hot and there is such little amount of tomato, it will cook very quickly. It's really good because they are still quite vibrant and having that texture as well as the flavour of not being overcooked, and they are a beautiful, beautiful combination. A bit more salt just to add to the actual tomato, because the tomato wasn't seasoned but the prawns were. So again, we've got to season everything. Now the parsley, and they are ready to serve. So these are just beautiful. They have a lot of garlic because they are garlic prawns. Wowee. A little bit of crusty bread, and that is fantastic. Now for the tasting. I'm going to eat it all, tail and all, because you can eat it. The tail is great. The balance of flavours is incredible. The garlic, you can taste it, obviously the garlic, the tomato, the sweetness, and the prawn coming through, and the parsley combining all the time with the whole combination of the ingredients and just enhancing each other, and then the prawn just finishing off just beautifully. It's a really, really wonderful dish, folks. Have a try, because these are drop dead gorgeous. Thank you so much for watching. Try Gamberi all'Aglio with the ItalianCookingClass.com. We'll see you again. Buon appetito, arrivederci. This is